August 29, International Day Against Nuclear Tests. Here is the channel English with Farshad. Today I'm gonna talk about nuclear tests because in UN calendar 29th of August is the International Day Against Nuclear Tests. Maybe you've got this question in your mind. Why International Day Against Nuclear Test is important? I have three answers for that. Because it emphasizes the danger of nuclear tests. Throughout history, nuclear tests has been exposing communities to nuclear radiation and radioactivity, the results of which have been disastrous. Moving towards better sustainable energy. Nuclear energy is not limited to bombs. Nuclear power plants are the source of energy in some countries all over the world, and the volatility of nuclear energy needs to be seriously considered. So a shift is made to sustainable sources of generating power for a better tomorrow. A world without nuclear power is utopian and will definitely lead to better dialogue between countries instead of depending on warfare. Here I explain 5 facts about nuclear weapons. The Chernobyl incident. The explosions at Chernobyl power plants radiated 1,000 times the radiation of atom bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki during Second World War. Most powerful nuclear weapon ever. Russia's Tsar Bomba is the single most powerful weapon assembled by man, with a mushroom cloud 25 miles wide and 40 miles high, removing outer clothing. 90% of radioactive material following a nuclear disaster can be disposed of by removing one's outer clothing. Volatile situations. Japan has had 3 nuclear power plant accidents since 1999. Rethinking nuclear energy. After the nuclear disaster in Japan in 2011, many countries are heading towards alternate sources of energy, with Germany planning to close all its reactors by the year 2022. This year. Maybe this question comes to your mind: why UN set August 29 as the International Day Against Nuclear Tests? In the 5 decades between 1945 and 1996, over 2,000 nuclear bomb tests were carried out all over the world. The International Day Against Nuclear Tests aims to raise public awareness about the effects of global nuclear weapon tests and to campaign for nuclear disarmament in general. Inaugurated in 2009, this day is a day to remind ourselves about the far-reaching effects of nuclear weapons and to reinvigorate ourselves in the campaign for disarmament. You want to take part? Let's see how to approach it. For younger students, focus less on the reasons why nuclear bombs are bad and more on the motivation for peace. Disarmament is about to building a world in which everyone is free from the threat of scary weapons and war. Focus on the people looking to build this world and how brave they are for standing up for what they believe in. You could suggest that despite the disarmament seeming like the right thing to do, people still support nuclear weapons, and many just don't believe that a collective agreement to disarm is possible. What is needed is enough people believing that disarmament is possible. For example, you could run an imagining exercise in which come up with your own roadmaps to peace. Or for example, description of how in the future the international community comes together to enact nuclear disarmament. For older students, you could delve into more details about the harms of nuclear weapons and nuclear weapons testing. This could include monumental costs, the environmental damage, or the destructive health consequences. For example, show that nuclear test sites can take between 1 to 5 years before it's safe to be there at all. Or show how the wildlife in Bikini Atoll, where many of the United States' first bombs were tested in Second World War, is still contaminated to this day. In between 1940 to 1996, the United States spent in today's currency over $10 trillion on its nuclear weapons. In 1 year, 2020, the United Kingdom spent over £4 billion on its nuclear deterrent. That's over 8,000 per minute. My question is, what would you spend on this instead? Guys, thank you for watching me again. If you enjoy watching this video, as always, please hit the like button for me and leave all your comments below. And for the last but not the least, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and never miss out any of my videos. If you're interested in this kind of videos, I mean about international days, I'm into it. Just inform me in the comments and I will work on it more.